¿Qué pasa, abuela?
All Windows users.
What's up everyone, Ryomi here, and today I'm going to be doing something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to be doing an action figure review, and we're going to be taking a look at McFarlane Spidey. This specific McFarlane Spidey was released by Hasbro back in 2008. The mold was actually based off of 2004 McFarlane Spidey released by Toy Biz. That one actually rocked the red and blue classic Spidey suit color scheme as we all know him. And this one rocks the darker red and black suit color scheme, kind of like a Steve Ditko thing. I do believe, I might be mistaken, but I do believe that the original McFarlane Spidey had shadowing effect over, like some shadowing effect, like what Toy Biz used to do with a whole bunch of their figures. And this one doesn't. But it would have been cool if they added like some highlights, like on the black. Maybe not so much shading on the red because it's dark already. But the black would have been cool to get some highlights, like in the comics or whatever, to kind of bring out those the sculpted muscles and the wrinkles and all that. It would have been cool. Let's take a little closer look at it. So like how I mentioned the wrinkles and the muscles of the figure already, let's take a look at the legs. I don't know if you can pick it that well up on camera, but here you see all the muscles, and in between some of them there's some wrinkles and stuff as if you were like wearing the actual suit and all that. It's just really cool, very well detailed thanks to Toy Biz. All the webbing is sculpted on the figure, and it is painted pretty well. I think the only place that the webbing isn't painted on properly is the head sculpt. If you take a look at the head sculpt, well, I don't know if you can pick it up that well on camera, but there's obviously indentations of the webbing there, and the paint job is kind of botched. Like some of them go into the webbing pretty well, like this one, and then some of them kind of like go overlapping, and there's some webbing missing and stuff. Like there's that black splotch over above the eye that's kind of not too good looking, kind of sucks. But yeah, that's I think the only part that I'm a little upset about. But other than that, it's a really good figure. I love the paint job. I love everything. The paint applications are really good on this figure. The Toy Biz one is better in my opinion, but that one's worth a pretty penny on eBay. That one goes from like, I paid $50 for this, which is a lot of money for a figure, but that one goes for a lot more, up until like $500, and I think 500 is way too crazy for an action figure. So he's the cheapest one that I found on eBay, and I actually bought him a few years ago, actually, I think. I don't remember when. So now that I've given you a little overview of the actual figure itself, let's take a look at its articulation. Pretty good articulation here. The head goes side to side. It does 360. It looks up that much, which is great for swinging poses and crawling poses and all that. And looks down that much, which is pretty good. He's got an ab crunch that goes this far backwards and this much forwards. He does have a waist swivel. The waist swivel is actually pretty cool because it's like a little, it's not entirely straight, so it looks like it's part of the costume. It's pretty cool. And he does have a waist swivel. He's got these ball jointed legs, and he can kick forward that much and move his leg backward that much. And he has a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He's got a calf rotation right there. He's got feet articulation. They move forward and backward. He does have toe articulation, which is pretty cool. Here up on the arms, you've got these armpit joints right there. You've got these armpit joints, which are pretty nifty. They go back like that, bringing the arms back a little bit, like almost as if he was stretching for something. He can also move them forward like this. Pretty cool. He's got some ball jointed shoulders also, including those shoulder joints, so he can move them a little bit forward and backwards. I said that backwards. He does have a bicep swivel. He's got double jointed elbows. He's got a forearm rotation, a wrist hinge right there, and individual finger articulation. That is perfect. So yeah, he's a pretty articulated figure, especially for when he first came out. He came out back in 2004. That was freaking epic when you would get a figure this articulated. Pretty crazy. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!